thanks so much for coming today to today's interview. I'm really excited to hear a lot about both of you. So I read your resume and they're both really impressive. I'm very happy to have read them. So first I have some simple questions. Can you use a computer well?
Yes, I can.
Oh, really? Can you use Microsoft Word or Office?
I can use Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel.
Oh, that's great. What other programs can you use?
I can use maybe only those two.
Oh, but two. Those are very important, I think.
Yes.
So that's wonderful. How about you? Can you use a computer well?
Yes, I can. I can make documents.
Oh, that's great. Making documents is a very interesting part of work. What kind of documents can you make?
I can use Microsoft Word and also I can use PowerPoint.
Okay, great. So, using a computer is very important. But next, I want to ask you about something different. Next, I want to ask you about social studies. In this job, you will have to research the history of different cultures. Are you good at geography and social studies? How about you?
I like history, but I'm not good at geography.
Oh, well, we all have weak points. You said that you're good at history. What's your favorite historical period?
I like Yayoi period
Oh, I see. Why?
because there are so many artifacts during that time.
So you like the Yayoi period because of the many things that are left from that time.
Yes.
That's wonderful. How about you? Are you good at geography and history?
I'm not good at them, but I'm interested in them. I enjoy learning about new things in those fields.
Oh, you said that you enjoy learning new things. And speaking of learning new things, in this job, there's going to be a lot of new topics to study. So it's often very difficult. To do this job, you have to have grit. Do you think you have grit?
I think I can have grit on this job because I'm interested in what I'm doing every day.
That's a very nice answer, and I think that you probably have some grit. How about you? Do you have grit?
Yes, I do. I can never finish learning and I always keep trying.
That's great. So I'm very, very happy that you've given me time. I have just one more question that I want to ask you.
Okay.
This is a research job, so it's important that the person who does this job has good research skills. What did you research last year?
Last year, I researched about the science because I studied some of the science documents and I researched it by myself.
You researched by yourself. That's really good because being independent is important. How about you, sir? What did you research last year?
Last year, I did some research about global warming. Global warming is a big problem for our world now. So I thought it was important and interesting for me.
Oh, so you researched something you thought was important because you want to help people in the world, right?
Yes, that's true.
That's great. Well, I would like to finish our interview now.
Hello.
Hi.
Now we will start your oral report. You have 2 minutes.
Okay. It's really difficult for me to choose between Mr. Langer and Ms. Tensaka. In the beginning of the interview, I thought that their answers were negative. I asked whether they can use a computer well, And Mr. Langer said he can only use Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. Later, I asked if they were good at social studies and geography, and Ms. Tensaka said she didn't like geography. I want them to say something more positive. For example, Mr. Langer should say, I can learn more about computers. And Ms. Tensaka should say, I didn't like geography in school, but I want to try again in the real world. Later in the interview, I asked about research because the job requires research. And both of them gave a nice answer. Ms. Tensaka said that she researched science last year. I think science is a very general word, so it's very big.
Okay.
I didn't understand what she was researching. However, Mr. Langer said that he researched global warming because it's an important problem and he wants to help people.
Okay.
I think that that shows that he had a very clear goal for his research, and his goal is to help people. I feel like those are very important points for this job. So I'm going to choose Mr. Langer for this position.
I see. First question I have for you is, you talked about social studies and geography and science. Which is more important for this job?
I think they are both important for this job. The researchers must find artifacts and research them. So they need to know about the place they find it in. However, using science, they can study the item. So that's equally important.
I see. If Mr. Langer if Ms. Tensaka said a more in-depth idea, will you change your mind?
Yes, I think I will change my mind. If Ms. Tensaka's answer was more detailed and clear, then I feel like Ms. Tensaka and Mr. Langer would be maybe equal. So I would ask for one more interview.
I see. Thank you for your oral report. Now we'll start the interview.
Okay.